What's up, everybody? So today I'm here with the Armored Amplification Sabot all-tube guitar amp. It is a single-channel amp, and it's loaded with 6550 output tubes. It's got an array of switches on it to help you sculpt some sounds. We're going to go through all those in the playthrough. For the entire demo, I'm going to use my Gibson Les Paul Custom here with Fishman Fluence Will Adler pickups. I'm going to use Randall USA V30 loaded cab and an SM57 and an SE VR1 ribbon mic that are going to be blended for everything you hear today. In the band mix situation, I did add a little bit of EQ just to help the guitars sit in the mix. But for everything else you're going to hear, it's going to be straight, raw, microphone only audio. I want to talk about one cool feature of the amp. In the back of the amp, it's got a detented switch that has different voltage settings for the power tubes. And you can actually set the amp to be a little less tight or a little more forgiving, however you want to put it, all the way to super tight and articulate. That's a pretty cool thing that I haven't seen on too many amps out there. So anyway, let's get started with the playthrough. Here's what it sounds like in a mix. So we're going to start real quick here with the amp exactly how I had it set for the full mix, and no boost, straight in. All right, let's turn the boost on. So I'm not going to change anything on the amp. I'm just going to turn the Maxon OD808 on, and you can see the settings in the picture there. So it takes boost pretty well, I would say. All right, so let's start turning some knobs here. So the resonance over here, all the way on the left, basic resonance circuit, it seems like to me. It's going to be kind of lean with it all turned down like this. Obviously gets girthy and big as you turn it up. The attack knob adds kind of a quickness to the feel of it. So I have it about it's probably about 2:30-ish, 2 o'clock, something like that. Let's put it at like 3 o'clock. So if we turn that all the way down, it'll get real dull. I like to strike the balance between it being quick but not too bright or not too crunchy. Presence adds kind of like teeth to it to me in this this design. So here's where I have it, right about 2 o'clock. I'll turn it all the way up. Next up is the Sizzle Switch, and it's going to add some gain in the top end. Here it is, off. Here it is, on. Body does the same thing, kind of in the lower mids. So here it is, off. Here it is, on. Kind of more of a feel thing, but it's definitely there. All right, so here's the next section. It's the grit section here. And it's a Jose circuit. So in any Jose circuit, you lose a little volume. And so I've turned up the master to compensate. And it's going to add some gain and some compression to the overall feel. And then the last section here is the bright section. And I just think it kind of adds a nice little sheen to the tone. I've got it on all the time, but here it is, on. And here it is, off. Going to take you through the sweep control here. Here's what it sounds like as I've had it. And I'm just going to chug along, and we're going to dial it all the way from 0 to full on. All right, so now I'm going to turn the mid knob, now that we've got the sweep where we want it. So you've got gain 1 and gain 2, and gain 1 kind of drives gain 2. So gain 2 I tend to have kind of below 12 o'clock because it's tighter that way. As you turn gain 2 up past 12 o'clock, it gets kind of flubby and loose. Gain's cranked Total doom, stoner, insanity. All right. With that, we're going to wind this one up. Thanks for checking it out, and we'll see you again soon.